Hmm, let's see. The audio. Okay, it's working. Let me now mute this. I'm alive. Wait, let's see. Is this too loud? I'm actually not sure. Let me try something real quick. It's a little bit closer. Oh, what? Okay. I think my monitor disconnected there for a second. Hopefully that didn't break anything. So let me go here. Let me make it just a little bit louder. Filters, gain, bam. It barely reaches the yellow zone. I think that should be fine. Let's see, the quality is amazing on YouTube, and it seems to be stable on Twitch. Okay, and the audio is all good. Last time I tried to stream, it went very poorly. Basically, my microphone stopped working, which was saying like, frick you can't stream right now, the bitrate is off the charts. I was changing stuff around, trying to figure out what could be the issue. I really didn't figure out the issue in the end. I managed to fix my microphone, but I think the YouTube and the Twitch issues with the bitrate might have been on their side because I literally didn't change anything. And it just kind of works today, at least from what I've tested and what I'm seeing right now. It's all way better. It's been a while since my last stream. Let's see how long. Probably like more than a week. Which in that time I was somewhat active with game development. The biggest thing, oh yeah, 11 days ago. Sheesh, that's a while. So, oh, frick. So 11 days ago, in that time, let me open up my GitHub page. And bam. Let's see what I did. That's right, the last push was 4 days ago, so I've done zero progress on the project in the past 4 days. But you might say you have a week of other progress. Where was the 11th? Oh, 11 days ago. That was like the 1st of December. Wait, I streamed on my birthday? Oh no, I didn't. No, I did. Oh no, that was a contribution. Yeah, 3 contributions in the past 11 days. Some of you may be saying, what the fuck? You've given up on such an excellent project and etc. etc. Okay, no one is probably going to be saying excellent. And I have a simple answer for you. Yes. Anyways, so now I have this. I still haven't made a GitHub for this, even though I should probably do that as version tracking is good. But this is so far not far enough to even be worth saving. I'm gonna wait until I have like even at least the player done, like moving around. But the goal of my game has like degrees, and that might seem like a bad idea. Like I'm fully swapping left and right of what I should do, but in actuality, let me tell you, let me tell you right now, real quick. The project I was making before, I was having like, sure I had ideas for it, but I didn't really even like the ideas I had for it. I was trying to make a Metroidvania, even though if you look at my Steam account, I've never played a Metroidvania in my life. Okay, maybe some, I guess. Is Undertale a Metroidvania? But even then, you can count the amount of Metroidvanias I played on like my 2 fingers. It's like nothing. So, and I also wasn't having any fun with the UI at all because as a smart human being, I was like, making a Metroidvania, for some people it takes 7 years to do that. Silksong, talking about you. But I'm better than those people, right? Why make a Metroidvania when I can make a Metroidvania and a level editor which is used for making a whole Metroidvania game? I was just like sitting, eating. I was cooking myself some food, and I was just like thinking about the project. I had a small issue that I wanted to solve, and I was just thinking, pondering, as one might say, and it just hits me. Oh my fucking god. I'm trying to make a game engine right now. And when I understood it, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna be doing any of that. So, what I did instead, I was also like thinking quite a lot about if I should like just not make my own level editor, use something other like LDTK or tiled, but I've honestly don't even know where those things are used. I mean, I know they're amazing for like small stuff or for just making specific rooms. For example, that's what's used in Dead Cells, I think. But I don't think it's gonna be a good choice for a whole Metroidvania map. Even then, even if it was good, just imagine how complex it has to be. Let's say I need a door. Like, let me go full on Blizzard, working in Blizzard for 7 years right now moment. Uh, like, let's say you have a door, right? That is amazing door. You have a door over here, and you place a key. Cool. You have a key and a door. What you have to do then is when you select the key, it pops up with a little menu, which other than all of the other parameters that it tells you like to change over here, it then also has this other big box where it goes through each of these freaking um, doors and checks which one of them to like, put into here. But this is just like the simplest explanation. There's also the enemy types. Basically, the amount of UI work I would need to do, I'd rather not, honestly. Of course, I could have used something like AmGUI. Wait, is it called AmGUI? Am I going crazy? Let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, AmGUI. Okay. I could have used something like that, but I couldn't set it up. And also, I have used it before, and I really hate the function spamming type of dealing with issues. Like everything is just a function. I don't like that at all. Working with data, you just keep creating so many variables and variables. Like look at this code. If I open real quick, the the beauty that I had is in the deep. Yep. Like, if I run this, like no way in hell you will be able to notice any of the difference, even if you look like very closely. Oh my god, it's taking a while to compile. Also, we got .NET 10 .NET version 10 now, so that's cool. I mean, we've had it for a while. I just only recently got it. It has a very cool thing where you can make like separate C# files, like for example, how you can do in Python, and you can just run those C# files specifically. Before that, I used something like .NET Script, which had its issues. But now, from what I'm seeing, the standalone C# scripts are good enough for like basic pre-built code execution, I'd say. I haven't used it yet, but what I'm seeing, it's pretty close enough to what I'm already doing with my pre-built script, like this. So yeah, as you can see, like you can add rooms. I don't think I actually streamed like when I managed to add the room thing, but that's not like that wasn't that difficult. But then there's just like so many problems with setting up entities and stuff. Like, why when I press backspace, the player UI keeps moving to the right? Like, what the fuck? Why? How? And yeah, I just nah. And the UI here. Oh my, look at this. Look at each of the containers. All of this code And I have to do this for every single UI element I make. And then handling it. Like, where's the selection? Yeah, like, oh, if the key is down and that is not selected and that is not selected, I then deselect each one of them and then select the other one. So if I want to add another container, I need to add like this. And at least from what I'm seeing, there isn't really a good way of optimizing it. I mean, there probably is. Again, I'm just not that smart enough yet. But it's like so goddamn tedious. It's insane. Okay. Why is Twitch showing? Okay. Twitch just sometimes likes to be funny and show that it's not working even though it is. Oh no, it says unstable. On YouTube it says excellent. Let's check. Ah, it sounds fine. Fine. Who even uses Twitch nowadays? Honestly speaking, freaking the oh, I forgot. Yeah, YouTube recently. What are they fucking doing? I honestly can't even tell. The AI stuff. Even me, as a quotes unquote creator, uh, even I somehow get affected by it. Like I click on the studio and it's like, oh, look at this AI recommendation. You might like this AI video. Look at that. And some people get like auto dubbing for their videos, and I don't even. They're so bad. Sometimes I get videos dubbed from German to English or from some other language, and I just listen to it and I'm like, that's like not even close. That's just so bad. But now, like, if you've seen Charlie's video, they just keep. He talks about it, but they just keep pushing it into you. Like, they just forcing it. I don't even know the reason. I mean, sure, the amount of videos, what was it, 50 hours of content are uploaded to YouTube every second. So at some point, an automation of this process was required. But I think they fucked up big time when they used AI. No, not that they used AI, sure, it was nice, but allow AI only to flag videos. Why did they give it full-on admin powers to just ban whoever it doesn't like? That's just so stupid in my opinion. I think it would be much better if they like see a bad video, like, okay, yeah, yeah, and then AI just sends that video or some part of that video which was reported. That's probably going to require hiring more people, but it's also going to result in less hate towards the platform. But in the end of the day, people are still keep using the platform, so I don't think they're suffering that much from anything, which is honestly sad. We really need a YouTube replacement, but I don't think that's gonna appear anytime soon. For example, I've tried making something like, actually no, it's not even close to like YouTube. You store the files in your computer. If I can find it even. Yeah. Basically how it works is, I don't even think this is gonna work. I've done some changes and it wasn't working afterwards. So we'll see. But basically this, you put in a link of a YouTube video, download it, it saves it to a playlist and you can play songs from there. I am not going to be playing any of these songs as all of them are copyrighted. But trust me, it works. And this basically like you put a URL here, you press on load, and then you can play the song. You can like click on it. It's selected here. I didn't really make shiny UI for this, but it works. This is Rust, yes, our beloved. Rust recently got added officially, from what I've seen, into the Linux kernel. That's pretty awesome, I'd say, as a average Rust enjoyer, I support such decisions. Let me also set up this because I forgot to do that. Kinda my bad. Shuffle play. Is it gonna be too loud? I don't even hear it. Okay. I think you should be able to hear it pretty fine. Yeah, it's like half of my volume, so I'd say that's good enough. Anyways, so what was the plan for today? First, let me open the project to actually show what I've cooked up in some time and to tell basically what this project I'm gonna at least try to finish is about. It's another AAA RPG multiplayer MMO game. JK, of course, obviously. I'm not that freaking stupid. Imagine Terraria, right? But cave. I know the idea is genius, and don't underestimate it. Okay. There's no other game which does this idea. Terraria, but cave. Like no other game exists which would ever achieve something of that high quality. If you like, not even close, to be honest. Anyways, so as you can see from my amazing project so far, there's infinite terrain generation. So fancy. This took me 2 days to make. I'm not even joking because I had to read through the Berlin Noise Wikipedia. I had to look up so many videos, and in the end of the day, I found my answer on like a random site where a guy from like 12 years ago says how he implemented Berlin Noise. So I have, I guess, this cool thing which generates caves. A very banger thing as well here. I can find it. That is, I tried to, yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but I also tried to implement the cellular automata into this. If you, why can I not? Okay. If you know what that is, basically you have a grid of cells. Let's open up Aseprite. Favorite drawing program, definitely not because I don't have anything else. So basically you have a grid of like 9 by 9, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bam, bam. You have like this shiny grid, and you have a pixel here. What it does is it goes through each one pixel. It's like, oh, okay, there's an alive pixel. And then it opens up the fancy rule sets here. For example, it checks if the amount of neighbors it has is more than 4. So if one of these 8 tiles, let me color it differently so it's better understandable. So if one of these 8 tiles is, so basically if there's 4 of them, then nothing changes. If there's more than 4, then the tile is going to be set to alive. So if it wasn't alive, it's going to be like, oh, cool, there's like 4 or more neighbors. I'm going to be alive now. If it's less than 4 though, so if it's 3, and a live cell is just going to die. It's, again, it's just a rule set. It doesn't have to be this specific. You can just change it around however much you want. But this rule set specifically is used the most for cave generation. If you like want to know more about how caves work, I suggest you a lot the Sebastian Lage cave generation. He uses Unity here, but the basic idea is still the same. And as long as you know a programming language, you'll be able to easily implement it. It's not even that difficult. What you get is you generate a random map. In my case, it's not random per se. Then you loop through each pixel, not each pixel, each grid, cell, tile, you again get the surrounding neighbors in this fancy function here, and yeah, that's about it. So, and yeah, of course you later check for these rules. I want to see how it's gonna look right now if I do like 5 iterations of this function. Smooth terrain. Okay, let's see. Will this actually work? It does sometimes make some interesting stuff. For example, for me, the problem right now is that when it does generate this terrain, it absolutely ignores the tiles. Like, for example, okay, why is it hiding my mouse? Let me disable that. Window, mouse, window, is it here? Maybe it's mouse dot window handle. Nope. Huh. How do I check this? Ah, never mind. I'm just gonna take a screenshot. For example, right here, go into edit mode. You can see like the chunk ends on the borders here, and it doesn't check for the tiles outside of the chunk, so it just sets them to nothing. It creates a cool pattern looking effect, sure, but not... I mean, maybe in the future it could be something I like to use for something, somewhere, maybe. I really don't know what to do with that. But some of them do look nice. I don't remember which one was it. Was it the one where I, instead of, yeah, I add... Let's see. Oh yeah. And this one looks interesting, but the problem is the same as from before. It just adds, like, as you can see, random squares on the edges of the chunks because it just doesn't see the edge tiles, so it looks very weird. But if I find a way to remove it, it still looks usable. I wonder what happens if I just don't do anything in general here. Oh, then it's just holes. Okay. Yeah. The rule set I wanted to test out real quick right now is more or equal to 6 and less than 3. Wait, what? No, that doesn't make sense. And less than 6. Basically what this should do is I have a tile here, and if it's more or equal to 6, it's supposed to be the reverse. More or equal here and less than here. So what it sees is if it's less than 6 tiles. Less than 6 tiles. Yeah. Or equal to 6 tiles. Wait, no. I'm confusing myself. If it's less than 6 tiles. Okay, yeah. In this case it's 6 tiles, so it should stay. If it's more than 6 tiles, like this, then it should be removed. Right? Yeah. Wait, so it's equals or neighbors more than 6. Is this what I did? Isn't it just gonna clear everything? Oh yeah, who could have expected that? Wait, how do I do this? I wrote it down on a piece of paper somewhere. Let's see if I can find that piece of paper. Okay, yeah. If it's more or equal than 6, then it's 1. If it's less than 6, then it's 0. Let's see. Did I write this correctly? Okay. This looks interesting to say the least. Basically, for some unknown to me reason, that function works very poorly with my noise generation function, which actually is so cool. Like, when I was learning about this. I actually can even find this right now. Yeah, this. Look at this beauty. It's like, basically, Perlin noise is the most oftenly used thing, I'd say, in graphics and even in game development. It allows you to create random and yet predictable, like, patterns which smoothly transition into each other. You can see like the cases of this being used in water textures, like for example the epic, amazing Minecraft shaders you use probably. They all have like that nice water going up and down. That's made with Perlin noise, which is generated with shaders. So I was learning how to use this, how to generate the noise itself, because it's also used in cave generation, which is the thing I'm trying to do now. So after like some time, I wouldn't say it was a lot of time, definitely didn't take me a whole day of just tinkering out stuff. I finally figured how to do it. And the cool thing about Perlin noise, the thing that I love the most, is it's not like just you do it once and that's it. You can stack it. So you like get a thing, you put it on top of, you get one Perlin noise, you put it on top of another Perlin noise and another one and another one. And they create what is called fractal noise, which looks like this. You can like zoom in and it like still keeps on going. It's so cool. The more octaves you add, I'm not sure if they're called octaves. I think they're called octaves. But the more layers of this noise you add, the more detailed it becomes. Yeah. So in this case, I'm using it to generate this beauty. Right now what I want to figure out is how to delete tiles. Because even though I made some games before, I never worked with like a procedurally generating thing. So right now is going to be a very, I guess, good way of testing it. Wait a second, I need to check something. Why is this? Okay, it should be fine. Twitch just keeps showing me like pop-ups. Your video is buffering. Your thing is unstable. Then I proceed to watch it and listen to it, and it seems fine, at least. Maybe I'm just lucky, and every time I check it, it just magically starts working. Nonetheless, how do I delete a tile? It shouldn't be that difficult, right? It's just like I click somewhere and then I just check if I clicked on the... Yeah, okay. Let me make a mouse state real quick. A current mouse state. This is basically going to be used for looking which button is clicked on the mouse and what else you can do with it. But I'm going to be using this to create a bool function. Is left, just if left click, just pressed. And I'm going to return current ms left button is pressed. And in the previous state it was released. So thus it doesn't hold it down, it just checks it for... Oopsie daisy. It just checks it for one frame. So this is equal to released. This, I'm gonna quickly do current ms equals mouse state dot... What? Mouse state? Isn't it get state? Or is it mouse dot get state? Okay, yeah, it's mouse dot get state. And in the end of the function, I'm gonna set the previous mouse state to current mouse state. Okay. Using this, I can now check if I clicked if is left click just pressed. Let's debug this real quick. So console right line, some random stuff. Okay, it's working. I will though need to figure out how to show the mouse. GDM.mouse. Okay, maybe it's a graphics device mouse, which wouldn't make any sense, yeah. I'm pretty sure it should be in window. Window? That's title, nope. Okay, maybe it's mouse. Is mouse visible? Why is that a separate... Why is this a separate setting? Not bound to anything, bruh. Okay, let's see, now I should be able to see the mouse. Okay. Now with this, what I can do is I open my old project and I steal code from it. That's called programming. Learn it. Let's go here. Where did I do that? Converting, was it engine stuff? App state or something like that. And in here, mouse to world. Yes, that's what I need. Is this what I need? I think it is what I need. Yeah. Okay, let me close this. Recently, it was like playing Minecraft, just randomly decided to. And I saw the abundance of music discs and I decided to listen to them. Jesus Christ, they're bangers. I thought they were gonna be like some crappy stuff, but no. Surprisingly. Wait, what? How do I calculate the ratio? I don't think I need to calculate the ratio here. Yeah, I don't even think I need this. I just return this of the current mouse state divided by bam and this, and it's screaming at me because this is a static function, which it shouldn't be. Okay. With that done, I should be able to just do console.writeLine mouse to world. Let's see how well this does. So, okay, 0's there. Let's keep on moving. Okay, okay. Not that bad, not that bad. Okay, okay, okay. Let's now vector 2. Rounded up position. So our pause is going to be a new vector with round. Is it in utils? Okay, round down. Okay, I also do a vector 2 mouse pause, I guess, which is equal to mouse to world. So it's mouse position X first, and we round it down by the tile size. After which we do the same thing, but for Y, and I'm pretty sure this has to be an integer, right? Yep. This, I should get the tile position of what I'm clicking. Oh, that seems right. Okay, okay, this seems right. So with this, rpos, I'll now need another vector 2 of chunk position. Oh, this naming is really amazing, isn't it? It's gonna be a new rpos. Oh wait, I need to do this again. This whole spiel. Wait, or do I? If I get the tile position, I can probably just... Can I? No, I can't. Never mind. So I do rpos and I move it down by globals chunk size in pixels. That's what I need here. Let's see. This is going to be the chunk position. And then I'm going to do a vector relative chunk position. Oh my god. What are these names I'm putting here? It's basically going to be... Wait, do I even care about that though? Oh yeah, okay, so vector 2. IC pos. I'm gonna do it like that. Which is gonna be R position divided. I mean, not divide. I don't know what this thing is called. Chunk size pixels. And R pos. Bam. Globals.chunk size pixels. And I'm pretty sure this has to be an integer, because otherwise it's gonna cry about it. Cannot convert from... Oh, .x. I'm stupid. This is .y. Oh, it doesn't have to be an int. Okay. That's kind of weird though. How's it gonna do this operation on a... I'm gonna convert it to int just in case. You can never be too safe. And let me see. Let me just write now out this position. So this should be 0, 0. Not really what I wanted. 64. I think I just have to divide it then by globals, chunk size, and pixels. That. Now it should all be fine, right? 0, 0. This should be 1, 0. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Maybe it's chunk size, not in pixels. Let's see. Like here, for example. It seems to be working. Okay, so let's see. This style is 5 minus 4, so this should be 6 minus 4. This should be 7 minus 4. What? Is it... Every 2... What did I create here? Why is it every second tile? Okay. I should probably not just put in random numbers here, should I? Let's see. Let's run again. So this is 0, 0. This is 8, 0. So the difference is... Oh, it's not in chunk size, it's in tile size. Oh my god. So this is tile size, right? And now everything should be the way I planned it to be. 0, 0, 0. Okay, amazing. Even if I click like somewhere here, yep, it all seems to be... Actually, no. It's not. Oh, I just need to grab the absolute value of this. Can I do a IC? Can I do an absolute of a vector? No, I can't. I guess I'm just gonna do like math absolute. Okay, thank God that's a function. And math absolute here as well. Okay, so now everything should finally be fine. Let's see. Yep, amazing. Now using this, I store all of the chunks loaded in a very smartly named variable called loaded chunks. So I'm going to be going loaded chunks. And I'm going to get something. I'm going to get a chunk at cpos. I'm just going to put this in the right line, even though this is not going to show up anything. Just so I can see that it actually... Frick. 256. Okay. That's not that bad. I know how to fix that issue. That seems to be a chunk size pixels issue more than anything. Wait, can I just divide the vector? What if I did new vector 2? Okay. So, wait. I can just remove this from this and put it here. So it's more readable. I'm not sure if it's any faster than not doing what I'm doing here, but it's easier to read, which is way more important. Sometimes. Okay. All of the chunks which I see on my screen. Okay, that's good, that's good. So now what I do is I go loaded chunks, the chunk position. I then go to the chunk and I make the tiles public because I forgot to do that. And with the tiles public, I do tiles. Or I can just put this as tpos tile position dot x and tile position dot y. And I can also just make this a point, can't I? So I don't need to convert over and over again between. Or can't I? Yep, nope, never mind. Points are useless. Can't do basic procedures on them. So this should be fine then. I just need to convert this to integer. And what I do then is I set it to 0. Please work. Come on. It shouldn't be that difficult, right? Basic tile removal exists. Wait, does it save though? Like if I go outside of what I did and then go back into there? Oh my god, and it saves. I'm genius on so many levels. Okay, so with this working, I'm gonna replace this real quick for holding because I want to see more destruction. I just do current mouse tight dot left button is pressed. And can you see more destruction? Let's go. This is amazing. I actually did not expect this to do this today. I guess the next logical step is going to be to add the character into this world. Or maybe I should try placing tiles. You know, I'm going to try placing tiles. I'm going to need to probably make this code smaller. Nah, it's fine. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. So let's get the current mouse state. Let's go right button is pressed. In this case, we Control C, Control V. Not the best solution ever, but it's not like I'm going to be using this in the end product. It's all about prototyping in the beginning. Don't forget that. Okay, let's see. Now I should have tiles placing. Man, this is amazing. So like, oh wait. Oh no. Oh no. What is happening? Everything is not as good as I thought it was. It's fine here. What? Does it have something to do with the absolute function? Okay, let's debug now. Console, right line. Is it something maybe wrong with tile position? Or could it be chunk position? Let's see. 0, 0, right? Why is it doing it there? Is the chunk position incorrect? And why is it... It seems to all be fine over here. Like, even far. What if I move above the Y? Will it start breaking then? Oh. It definitely starts breaking here. Okay, so something is wrong with the absolute. Huh. Isn't this quite a document? Let's see. So why doesn't that work? It's obviously not the tile size issue. And this all seems to be fine. I'm using tile position here, yes. Okay, let's see again. Oh, but this time I'm gonna get an error if I click here. Yep. Okay, let me return this back to absolute. I didn't test it enough. Let's see. So breaking tiles. Here is all fine. 4, 9, 3. Okay. 1, 0, and now it breaks. It goes to 4, 1. Why does it go to 4, 1 here? Why is 1 equal to 1 when it should be? Yeah, what? Like flips around there. Our position. Oh yeah, man, it's not gonna be as simple as just putting this here. What if I, instead of using absolute, what can I do? I need to... Man, why am I having issues with such an easy problem? If I get a negative vector, let's say -5, -5, that actually needs to be converted to 11, 11, because that's the position in the chunk. So what I can do is I convert this to absolute and divide it from the chunk size. Yes, that's the solution. Okay. It's nice to just write out your issues like that sometimes. It helps you look at it from another perspective. So I do globals, chunk size here. Remove that, and here as well. Copy paste here. Man, I need to simplify that code later on. So, oh, it's out of the, oh yeah, because it's supposed to be vice versa. It's supposed to be like that. Bam. Like that, and the same goes for this. And the same goes for this. And it still doesn't work. Because why is it not working? Because I only need to, because right now if I get a -5 if I get a 5 5, what I'm doing is I'm just getting, I can put another like, yeah, then I'm just getting -11 -11. And I can't just change it to be... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make 2 new variables. Int tx is gonna be equal to if this oh wait, I can't put if statements here, is less than 0 question mark. Then what we do is we return a math absolute of this value. Okay, let me change that to RTX, not because it's RTX, but yeah, never mind. Let me put this here like that and see if tx is less than 0, and we set this to the math absolute, and we divide and we remove the chunk size from it. Otherwise it's just gonna be tx, And then we do the same thing for the Y axis. Let's see, Y, like that. Our position, Y here, TY, TY, and this is also TY. And then we can just remove this variable entirely, and instead of it, use RTX and RTY. Oh, hello, Iyarae. Amazing name. Okay. Let me change this here as well to 1. I can see it. You can't see it properly? Wait, what do you mean? Is my stream? Oh my god, what is the stream quality? Jesus Christ! I'm sorry, I didn't freaking see that. What is happening? Stream output. Video. Why is it outputting to... Bruh. Wait, can I... disable that right now and change it? Oh my god. Yeah, how did I not notice that? Wait, no, it's not Twitch, it's not Twitch. Wait, I'm gonna need to restart the stream real quick. I'm gonna do it in like 0.5 seconds. It's gonna be the fastest restart ever. Okay, let's see. Did it restart? Is the video now readable quality? I sure hope it is. Wait, let me check. It's more readable at least. I wouldn't still call it super good. Let me just increase my UI size. Maybe that will make it a bit better. Yeah. Is it also better on Twitch now? Okay, yeah. Makes sense, it's the same thing. Why would it even be different? I was like... I was streaming for a whole hour with the quality of 640 pixels by 480. Wow. You know, some call me a professional even, not gonna lie. Okay, so let's get back to the out of bounds. Why is it out of bounds? Line 98. Something here is out of bounds. What is it? What did I do incorrectly? Let me Control Z my way through my errors. Did I maybe divide something? Oh, yeah. Okay, no, that's on me. I am the only one to blame here. Like that. And now I can copy this and paste it here. Never coded in C#, I'm gonna lie. Someone ate the pixels. I'd never eat pixels. Are you saying that I'm a pixel cannibal? That's just rude. C# is a very good language, I'd say, especially with the .NET having pretty decent big upgrades. It just feels very nice to use. Like, even right now you might think like C# is a Windows thing. I mean, okay, not all of them think like that, but it has amazing Linux support. Like, I'm on Linux right now and I'm using it. It's like amazing, and it has support for so many different platforms. For example, the library I'm using right now for rendering is FNA, and it's an absolute banger, not even gonna lie. It has support for so many different platforms without me even really needing to do it. Oh my god, index out of range. without even needing to do anything. So, I would say if you want to get into game development and you hate the workflow of game engines, because personally for me that was the issue. I could never get into game engines because they're just so big, so much stuff. My head hurts when trying to use them. So I always tended to make my own stuff or use low-level frameworks. And this is one of those types of frameworks. It gives you high control. Like, you can just draw without even thinking about it. But it also gives you low control. Like, you can write shaders and etc. Like Raylib, yeah. Also, Raylib is amazing. Last time I used Raylib was with C and Odin. I don't know how C# is with Raylib because I don't like how C bindings look in C#. The UI becomes very finicky. I mean, not the UI, the syntax becomes very finicky and not very usable. As soon as I changed my resolution of the stream from 144p to 1080p, people started joining. Isn't that... Wow, how does that even work? Anyways, let's see why I'm still crashing. So here is all fine. It's this pixel, right? Yep, here it crashes. That was me pressing left click, and it was here. Let's write this out. Best debugging way ever is to just use console write line, RTY. Okay. Oh, what? Why did it not crash? Okay, it crashed there. -8. How the hell did it get to -8? I know how it got to -8, because I probably have to do this here, don't I? And now I just need to remove this from here, and it should all work. Let's see. Come on. Come on, please work. I'm not mad. What even is line 100? It's this. Why? -15? Sorry, what? Oh my god, okay. So if it's -15, that means that it was equal to 1. Maybe I should do it like... Okay, let's see. The value is equal to -1. I need to get it somehow to be... So -1, yes, that needs to become 15. So I add 16 to the negative. So I do like this, and I remove the math absolute function. Could this work? Okay, let me try. I change it to tile location, and I add 16 so it stays in the bounds of the chunk. It's not about... The issue is not about the arrays being dynamic or not. It's about me trying to get a negative value, basically. Which, you know, doesn't really work. Index was out of bounds of the array. 9. I'm sorry, what? Did I forget to do something maybe with this? RTX. Okay, let's see. Oh, now just out of the... Why is it 102? Because I forgot to set it... I am just making so many dumb errors right now, it's crazy. Okay. Okay, yes, it's finally working. I can delete the terrain. Let's go. Now I just need to copy and paste this over to the other side, like this, and change this to 1, and I should be able to place as well. Let's see. Yep, placing works in the positives and in the negatives. Let's go! I got that done. I now just need to simplify this quite a lot. I can't really simplify it though, can't I? I mean, I can remove the amount of variables used, but that's just going to make it harder to read, which is not a good thing. Let's see. Mouse position, R position, C position. Yeah, not really a way to optimize this. What I can do though is create a function just for the time being, which takes in a vector2 and returns vector2 called toChunk, mouse to chunk, point to tile is a better way of saying it, actually. So it's actually going to be a vector to tile because I'm using vectors here. Vector2 position, and I just copy this over. And I return a new of tx and ty. Oh wait, rtx and rty. And I can just... What's the problem? Oh, I just need to change this to pause. Now I just use this here. So vector2 tile pause is going to be equal vector to tile of mouse to world, like that. Oh, I still need to get the chunk position somehow. Vector to tile chunk. I'm going to be returning a tuple. I hate tuples with a passion, to say the least. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Honestly, the biggest thing I hate about C# is how the tuples are implemented. They're just so uncomfortable to use. You have to write so much code just to have one tuple. Vector to tile chunk. Wait, did it generate a method? Oh no, okay. And I changed this to a... Can I just do vector to this and then put a comma vector to cpos? Nope, okay, this is not Odin. Got confused with the languages there for a second. So a tuple of vector2 and vector2. With this, I now have tcpos. I'm gonna change those letters around. And so I do... Oh yeah, if I change them around, it's gonna be more logical if I also pass them in a different way. So loaded chunks, we do ct position value 1. Wait, how do I access? Oh, it's item 1, okay. And I do ct pos item 2 dot y, dot x, and ct position item 2 dot y. And this just has to be integers. Okay, let's see. How is this gonna work? Okay, it still seems... Okay, everything still works. Now let me just copy this over to here and change that to 0. Okay, so now this is readable. It's better, at least. Or is it? Why is it not deleting? Oh, okay, no, I guess I'm just blind. It does delete. Man, I love Berlin noise. Like, it just makes such cool caves. Like, look at that cave going there. Like, this one having a dead end there, but then it going more into here. It's so cool. And the amazing thing is it does save between chunks being loaded and unloaded. I mean, saying that they're unloaded is kind of lying, because I never unload them. They're just not being rendered. Which is basically what most games do. I'm pretty sure that's what Minecraft also does, but if it's ever gonna be an issue, I'm gonna fix it, although I don't think it should be. But you never know. So, with drawing and placing down tiles being implemented, the next logical step would be adding multiplayer RPG elements to the game. I'm joking. Would be adding the player. So I ain't gonna be doing that right now, for a simple reason of I'm tired. Even though it's only been 1 hour, give me some slack. Come on. So I'm just gonna head out. I can never even exist. Oh wait, before I head out, I'm gonna do a little bit of changes. So I'll change this to be render distance, which is for now going to be a constant because it really has no point in going more than that. The chunks are going to be like that, minus, minus, plus, plus. Here is going to be render distance multiplied by render distance, and this should all be fine. Am I right? No, I'm not right. And where am I not right? I'm using somewhere a constant value that I'm not checking for. Chunks, okay. Render distance multiplied by render distance. Oh, this is supposed to be to the power of 4, not to the power of 2. Same goes for this. Wait, what? Why can I not do that? What do you mean? I want to apply it to the integer, not to the freaking... Okay. Let's see. Why did I freak up? Render distance. 4. That means that const int chunk amount is going to be render distance plus render distance. Shouldn't just be render distance multiplied? Oh, it is plus render distance, and we multiply this by the same thing, like that. Okay, let's use this now. Where is it? Here. Come on, just work. Okay, yep, everything works. That's great. Anyways, on this somewhat happy note, I guess, I'm gonna be leaving, but don't worry, I am gonna be still working on this, because I have a lot of ideas, even though this is very early in development. I've had this project for a while in my head, and if you just want to see how everything is going, just check the description. I have a Discord. Go there right now, or I will find you. Anyways, on that happy note, it was nice having you here. See ya!